Now, this next question is addressed to the DVC board. What is your opinion concerning mandated politically correct curriculum by the state legislature and Congress? How would you address the extra costs associated with this new curriculum? James, why don't you start off?
Could you repeat the question again, please?
Yes. What is your opinion concerning the mandated politically correct curriculum by the state legislature and Congress? How would you address the extra costs associated with this new curriculum?
The mandated curriculum by the state or federal government. I should say that that cannot be always.
Actually, one role playing options. Just like this one. Okay, sorry for the interruption.
The program itself has to be individually evaluated if it is necessary to have a mandated program or not. If it is necessary to make our students achievement and successful, then we should take that as a mandated program. But if it's not, and we will re-evaluate that, then we could have that to be recommended to the state or federal government to change it not to be mandated.
Okay, Mark?
Our priority is to implement the education code and to teach the California standards. Whatever the legislature does, that directs us by law to do, I would see it as my duty as a board member to implement that. But rather, I'd like to take the question and take the opportunity to say that this board has been proactive, rather than waiting for the legislature to direct us. Here's an example. We believe that technology is important. And so we decided to have a board advisory committee to help develop a technology graduation requirement. Whether that's politically correct or just smart and timely, I think that it's best that curriculum is implemented at the local level. So I believe in local people. Thank you.
Okay.
In California, public schools curriculum is all standard-based. We teach according to the standards in California. As far as the federal mandate, the only mandate I'm aware of is a special education. We are required to provide education to 3 years, or actually from infancy to 21 years of age, even though it's mandate program, but it's underfunded. Federal only fund 40% of this mandate program. I think education should be left alone by politicians, by politics. Do not bring politics to our school classrooms. Thank you.
Thank you. This question is going to, actually, David almost forgot you.
I was going to say, I want to shot at this. I agree with what my colleagues have said. However, your question was, what was our opinion? And I don't have a very favorable opinion of the political correctness to changing the curriculum. And if the state were to enforce such a thing without the funds, I would be an advocate at the state level through my position on the California School Board Association to make sure that the state was funding what they were asking for. And so I believe your question of what was our opinion, and my opinion on it is not favorable. That if the state were to insist and to fund, we would have to carry out what the state says, which is unfortunate. We would work hard to ensure that the curriculum that we continue with our kids is standards-based, as I said.
Thank you.